So, Sean, you've been training?
Of course, I've been training. This quarantine has done me well. For some people, it's done quite good. For some, not so good. We're not
Yeah.
racing. I can't say we're happy, obviously, because we're not racing. But I will say that I've been training a lot, and my schedule has just been boom, 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 like every day. Um, I don't like to wake up that early. It's never been my thing. But I'm training in the morning. I'm training in the afternoon, and I have a late evening session every single day. So I've been really taking care of myself. My leg's been doing a lot good. So
Yeah,
obviously
so
that's a
what, been doing 2 a days or 3 days now?
huh?
3 days? Three exercises a day, three workouts a day.
3 a day. I haven't been so usually my last workout of the day. Not it's not workout. It's more like it's just like a stretching, stretching and a little bit of mobility. Um, the morning is mostly mobility and core work, and then our 4 o'clock session is always strength training. So I actually just finished that up. So I'm still like trying to look.
Well, you got the right shirt on, unlike me. So, let's see. We're going to get to some stuff that we got an update. So, we're all hanging out quarantine. That's why I'm in my garage and see my bicycle. It's gathering dust, and we have Sean's seat from Sonoma right over there.
You feel special in
My
my
team. I'm pumped about that. I had everybody sign it after that, too. I kept it. That's my memento from my garage.
well. Since we're talking about like our locations, this. So look, I actually have a. Those are all like 2008, 2009, 2010 trophies,
Yeah.
and
One's up top.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, that one's Race of Champions. My first race with you. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then I have some other like just random mini ones. And this room is just like our extra room. We usually use it as a guest room, but now it turned into my workout room. So
Yeah.
I'm living more in here than in my actual room. So
It's not bad, man. I like going in my garage and exercising when I get a chance. Close the door, go exercise, leave me alone. So let's see. Let's get to some questions. So we got the exercising thing where we're at now, and big question, right? Number. How did you get to be number 40?
um, so I started racing when I was 5, and I actually started with a 31. Nothing special for the 31. I don't even remember why. But when I actually started doing some more races, I was I had just turned 6, and I would always watch TV with any other 6-year-old, and the speed channel was number 40. So I was always on the speed channel because the speed channel was, the GP races, Supercross would go, NASCAR would go, truck racing, like everything. The speed channel. It was literally just a speed channel, and it was 40. So it was like I was just always clicking 40, always watching 40. And then I remember one day I was like, oh, maybe I should put that on my bike. And I remember like perfectly, I was sitting at the track one day, like one of my first times ever at the track. And I was just sitting like in the little garage area where they were like fixing up the bikes. And I was just looking outside. There was like no bikes. And I see this one old dude pop up with a mini bike. And he just puts it like straight out, like tunnel vision, just puts it right in front and just leaves it there. He doesn't know I'm looking. And it's with the number 40. And I look at the bike, and it's like an all white bike with like just like a black 40 on the side. And I'm like, that's a sign. And I'll imagine 6-year-old me, I'm like super pumped that I saw the number that I was like thinking about for like 2 days. And I told my dad, I'm like, I want the 40 on my bike. And he's like, okay, put the 40 on my bike at 6 years old, and it's just stuck with me. So
In there, every year. But you raced Daytona on 311 the first year, and then the 200 also. So significance of that was Robertino.
Robertino, of course. So you and I know the connection with Robertino. He obviously did.
Robertino, sorry, Robertino Pietri.
Yes, Robertino.
Full name, you know.
He is the one for whoever's listening to this. Robertino Petri is the first guy to actually mount me on the Suzuki because he was this was 2018. Yeah,
Yeah.
2018 Race of Champions October at Daytona, and he wasn't able to make it with you guys. And I remember it was just before my last race of the Red Bull Rookies Cup, and
No, it was after. We did the test first because
he
so
calls me before the Red Bull Rookies Cup, Aragon, like the same week of
I picked you up from Atlanta after the Red Bull Rookie Cup.
right, right. But he calls me before that. He calls
Oh,
me,
okay. Sorry, I got it wrong.
yeah, the Wednesday of the week before, of like the same week of. He calls me and he's like, "Hey, the weekend after this Aragon, um, would you like to race at Daytona?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, of course." Sorry for my language. And he says, "Okay." He's like, "How about with Team Hammer?" I'm like, "Team Hammer?" I'm like, "Where'd that come from?" And he says, "I'm supposed to race it. I'm supposed to race the Race of Champions, but I won't make it for whatever reason." And he's like, "I told him that I want you on the bike." I'm like, "Dude, that's awesome." And he says, "Okay, but you're gonna have to be fine. You're gonna have to be testing on Tuesday." And I'm like, "But I'm racing on Sunday." And he's like, "Yeah, I know." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So I remember man, that was an awesome time because it was my last race, the Red Bull Rookies Cup, and I was there for 3 years, so it was quite a special weekend for me. Um, I finished Sunday and say bye to everyone, go straight to the airport. My parents dropped me off. They couldn't fly with me because everything was last minute, so I fly by myself to Florida. I remember I landed in Miami. I had to go by myself with all my luggage straight to Fort Lauderdale. From Fort Lauderdale, fly straight to Atlanta, and then that's where you picked me up.
I remember
And then,
extra laps, so your sister got to hang out with you for a minute.
yeah,
Delayed my picking you up so your sister could see you.
yes,
It
that's right.
was it was good. So we've been watching you for a couple of years, and then Tino had been kind of. I mean, we talk quite a bit about talent and U.S. talent and stuff going on in Europe, and so we just keep in touch because we used to be teammates back in like 2006, 7, 8, and so we got and plus him and my dad, and Robertino's dad go back to the Stone Age, so we've known each other for quite a while, and so we talked quite a bit, and your name came up a lot, and when we got the opportunity, kind of partnered up on it, and it made it happen. So then that's where the 311 came in because it was Robertino's number for a few years when he raced in the U.S. And then I don't know what he ended up doing when he went over to Moto2 Championship, but 311. I think it came from his dad. The 11 came from his dad, and then the 3 was just basically he had to run a 3-digit because he had no points when he came to the U.S.
Oh,
The number he wanted.
yeah, that was nice to be able to run his number at the. Race of Champions, of course, but then at Daytona, that was extra special, and pole and then podium. I think that was pretty decent.
It was a good run, good race. Maybe with this COVID stuff we got going on, it gives us an opportunity to maybe go back to Daytona because we got to go there anyway. Team Hammer Advanced Riding School is going to happen on October 15th, so we're going to have to roll the truck down there, and I'm putting on the school. So
we're not happen one way or another. I'm committed.
Yeah, go some payback in that race. So, man, what else we got going on? This break is giving you a good opportunity to fix your leg a little bit more. Actually, we're not even scheduled to go to Atlanta yet. Coda was supposed to be last weekend, and since we're going to date this video, Atlanta is in a week, or would be in about a week, a little over a week, and so still looking pretty strong.
Yeah. Honestly, that's been my priority for the past 2.5 months now, since I broke my leg. And honestly, I'm really happy with how I'm feeling. Like, putting into perspective, like that I'm feeling this way a week before what would have been the first round, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually feeling a lot better than I thought. not only, I mean, apart from the leg, having broken my leg, getting surgery and everything, I also lost 10 pounds total.
Oh, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Lighter the better.
Chris is happy.
For dinner, salad, two
Yeah,
sticks.
it's good, except when you're like got no muscle. But no, honestly. So I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I mean, now that whoever's gonna hear this is gonna hear this, but I lost 10 pounds. The first day that I was able to work out again, which was it was like 2 days after I got my cast off, because the first day I couldn't really move because it was painful. The second day I got my cast off, I did 50 push-ups. Normal 50 push-ups, nothing else.
Straight, or like in sets?
Straight.
Just not. Wow. All right. Turkey 50. All right. Good job.
I couldn't move the next day.
Yeah, it sounds like me every time I exercise these days.
Well, you are you, but that wasn't me, okay? Let me tell you, that was not me. The next day, I couldn't move my arms. I'm like, I did 50 push-ups. I couldn't move my
arms. You know that 50 push-up challenge I did on Instagram? Yeah, that was me the next day. I'm all out though, dude. Like 49 and 50 were the worst. Actually, probably like from 25 on. But anyway,
so I'm gonna give you credit though. You did it.
Talking about being sore. That's just, you know how 40-year-olds feel, buddy. What's coming for you?
I definitely felt it. But anyways, back to the point. Definitely feeling good. This is giving me time to make not only get back to 100, but make another step up. Because at the end of the day, I don't only want to get back to where I was. I want to get stronger than that. So
what are you thinking about that, getting back? You're in better shape than you were coming into the test. Legs looking pretty good. We're still don't really know what we're going to end up doing. What are you thinking? We get the season rolling, it's going to be pretty quick, right? What are your goals? What's number one goal for this season? And how are you going to step it up? I mean, because we got some guys coming in that look like they might have improved the machinery, and like, another couple guys on Team Hammer bikes looking pretty strong. Altus got Kevin Almeida, and he looked pretty strong at the test. And then we got Lucas. Those guys are both on Team Hammer built Suzuki R600s, and so we know how good that package is. And it looks like Escalante is going to be on a Cowie or something like that. And, I'm hearing they made some improvements. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. We don't know until we all get on track. But of course, people on R6s are going to be pretty strong. They're going to probably still be complaining about our bikes. But, anyway.
Haters gonna hate.
A lot of people complain about that bike. We got torn down 16 times last year.
Are you serious?
All good.
No way.
Not collectively, but our bikes, our 600s, got torn down a lot.
Wow. I didn't know about those numbers.
Yeah. Anyway, Cam's in Atlanta. It was good times. And guess what? They're illegal.
Okay. To the question though, I mean, honestly, we know that competition stuff moving around a lot. We know like the main rivals that were there last year, Bobby, PJ, and these guys have moved up. But at the end of the day, like whoever comes in, whoever goes out, there's gonna be fast riders. And for me, my priority right now has just to get better than what I was. And at the end of the day, my objective is clear. I'm going for the title. That's clear as day. We know as a team that we need to give everything we can to get that too, because that's it. That's the objective. It's pretty clear. Because of that, we need to start winning races from day one, but at the same time, we know how important consistency is, I take, Bobby was last year's championship winner, and he did bid it in a couple of races, but for the most part, he was always every single race he was fighting for the win, So that's what it takes to take a championship. So that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, consistency, man. You got to be on the podium week in, week out if you want to win. And I can see some guys. A few guys won the AMA championships, Superbike championship, without winning a race or winning a run race. So you can do it. You look at, say, Nicky's World Championship when he did that. He won at he won Laguna, and he won at
Yeah.
which was the third race?
What did you say? Laguna?
Laguna, Assen. What was the third race?
I
should know this, man.
We'll leave that for the comments.
Yeah, I know, huh? Screwed that up.
Yeah.
Well, but anyway, 3 races, and just a bunch of podiums and stuff like that. So he consistent. If you're consistent, yeah, it depends on who you're racing against too.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at last year, like first season consistency was quite good. I mean, we had some not so good races. We had some DNFs, DNS, but
I gotta look up that Nicky Hayden fact.
Search it up. But for the most part, the races that I did do, they were quite consistent. So it shows that we have a package that we need for a championship. We just need to step it up. But I'm working to step it up in every single aspect I can. Not just in one aspect. So we'll definitely be where we have to be.
How many did he win? Let's see. Sorry, I'm ruining the video, dude. Let's see, 2000.
Your searching skills better be quick.
I know. Laguna.
It's okay. I know your tech world.
Dude, I am super disappointed in my.
Trust me, I know.
Super disappointed in my memory on this one.
3 times this week. We should do this. We should do that. We should do that. Does Facebook work? I can't record.
Don't know anything. I'm gonna edit this though.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta just make it as short and sweet as possible. If not,
just ruin the whole thing.
What are these guys doing?
He won at Assen. He won at Laguna. He won at Assen, and he won at Laguna. I had it right, 2.
Really?
2 races. Whew.
Oh man, I thought that was
Do
3.
it. Say, consistency pays off.
Where did I get? I got 3. I read 3 somewhere. Okay.
He won at Laguna the year before. 3 Grand Prix.
So, I was looking at. Yeah, it was from the GP.
Could get murdered in the comments for that. Maybe I will. Maybe you won't. Anyway, maybe we'll just edit this video so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I knew it was 3 wins. I just didn't.
There you go.
Wasn't talking about the one.
Yeah, Laguna twice, and then Assen. Remember, the last corner battle with Edwards, and Edwards made a mistake and crashed. And then, of course, when he showed up at Laguna before they ruined the track, he just stomped him, and then they stomped him again. So it's hard to beat him there. So what else? What else you got going on, man? You're just gonna be stuck in your thing, training.
I mean, honestly, there's only so much we could do. I'm just gonna say it because I have tennis balls right here. I'm learning how to juggle. I'm not gonna juggle the camera because I'm not that good yet.
Three or 2 or 4?
3 for now.
See it.
No, I'm not that good yet.
You said you could do it.
I said I'm learning.
Okay, whatever. We'll leave that for a Facebook Live. Sean juggles.
Hold on, I need to warm up. I haven't done it today. I need to warm up. I need to stand up for this.
Okay. Well, at least you got part of that. Circus music.
I'll put a clown thing.
Your nephews will like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna end up with tennis balls thrown at me.
Yeah. Dance, clown.
Gonna get my dad to show him how it's done.
Too soon, buddy. The band isn't even over.
I had to.
I know.
I had to. Oh man.
Okay.
Hey, I'll throw the question to you. What have you been up to? How is this quarantine affecting you, the team? What's it doing?
Uh, well, I mean, can't go anywhere, right? I mean, by this time of the year, I had some travel earlier in the year, but that was for the magazine. So, um, planned, we did the test and everything, and I flew to Daytona. We had some customer bikes we delivered down there. One was for Essex, Danny Essex, TOBC, Daytona 200 effort. Another guy named Scott Briotti picked up some GSXR 600s, Daytona 200 spec, and down Daytona. And like, I'm planning on leaving after the race on Saturday, and everything's kind of getting a little weird. First off, they banned fans, and I'm like, all right, cool. Around Essex, both bikes are going. Essex going pretty good on one bike. Scott's doing better than he has in his Daytona 200 results. So it was good. Both guys were going pretty good. Stuck around for final qualifying and all that before taking off, and then all of a sudden it went from like, hey, we got no fans, to hey, the dirt track's going to get canceled, to hey, everything's canceled. As soon as I found that out, I got someone to take me to the airport and got on a flight and went home. And then next thing you know, man, it was just been like, hey, this is moved, this is canceled. Actually, at the test, we'd found out that Austin had been moved, right, at the MotoAmerica barber test. And so that was like, okay, yeah, okay, great, we're going to start the season in Atlanta. Just a little blip on the radar. Didn't really know what was going on. And then, of course, Atlanta got moved to August. The Daytona 200 got moved to October, and it went from zero to like a zillion, and in an afternoon, actually, for us, for the racing community, for the U.S. racing community. And so, since then, I mean, I shored up some stuff I've been meaning to get to for the magazine. Working on loose ends for the Superbike program, working on, the 600s are pretty dialed, but just getting the last minute stuff that was going to happen anyway, just getting it done. Relaxes the timeline on a couple of projects we had going on. But I mean, for the most part, man, I've just been trying to keep guys, keep sponsors updated. You can't really go, you can't really go searching out new sponsors. Actually, it's a little late in the year to be doing that. You just got to keep the guys that are committed to you and your partners up to date. There's a couple of deals we had, kind of floating around that we're waiting to get done. Those kind of got put on hold until we know what's going to go on with events. So, they're smaller type deals. And besides that, just trying to catch up with you guys, keep people updated, stay sane. I think the Slack thread has just started having dog photos of dogs rounding. So
All day.
all dogs, man. Hey, it kind of distracts you from the fact we're not going racing right now. But,
I mean,
we got some updates hopefully coming down the pipeline. Everything goes good, we're going to be at MotoAmerica. Obviously, like, Bear got moved to, or canceled, not just moved. So,
straight up.
kind of looking to in the South to see the shops in Alabama for us, to see what track's going to open, when we can go do another test before the season starts, because we're going to have to do that. You guys have been sitting on your butts for too long without riding. No one can really ride. I mean, I was riding, dirt bikes somewhere, but all the moto tracks around Southern California are closed.
There's nothing here. Down here is nothing.
Yeah, so have to have a little tune up. I'm
It'll be good.
I'm hoping the guys got some time to. I want some upgrades done to the 2-seater bike too, some engine upgrades. So
Engine upgrades. Can I make people even more?
yeah, need fast, super fast. It's already fast, but I don't know. It's just, man, there's some stuff I've been wanting to do. So I got time now.
Yeah, who doesn't want more speed?
Yeah, put some trick parts on it too that we got left over from last year's Superbike. So
Okay.
it should be a little bit more of a weapon than it was.
You still haven't taken me for a ride.
What's that?
Still haven't taken me for a ride.
Yeah, you want to go? We'll go. I'm
I think
not going to go on the back though. I went on a 2-seat ride with Scott Russell, and I went on with Kyle Wyman. I got to taste my own medicine. I'm good. I know how that goes.
I think I,
Fun. It's exhilarating, but you know, I like to be at the front.
we'll
But
see.
that being said, if you're going to give out rides all day, you got to take a dose of your own medicine. So, yeah. Besides that, lots of dog walks and family time. For me too, I travel quite a bit on the race season, so it's it's a little bit I'm like being home, hanging out with my kids. They're pretty funny. So
Yeah, need to try and get the, I wouldn't say the best, but the good out of the bad, right?
yeah, that's a good thing. I'm not missing my kids and my wife and my family. So
People like you know, that are traveling all the time, all year, and that they need to take this to the best way possible. Spend time at home, and it's like
yeah,
now we
time.
can't put the excuse of, oh, I'll do that when I get the time.
Yeah, no,
Get the time now. No
get her
excuse.
done.
Get her done. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see how everything goes. Hopefully, I work out some more so I don't have the 50 push-up pain.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. You can join one of my Zoom training.
all right, dude. Have Mike send me the invite. You can make fun of me.
Sounds good. Copy that.
Thanks, man. Stay safe. Keep training. Watch out for them tennis balls.
Will do. Take care.
See you, buddy.
Say hi to the fam.
All right.
And everyone who says hi to me. Peace out.